Yang all the eyes, So sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're updating the link for the sign in. Just give us one moment. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience, everybody. So the sign-in URL that you see, or the link QR code, is the correct one. Once again, thank you. Hello. Okay, we'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third quarter PTSA meeting. Woo! I'm Mr. Senior Vice Principal at MHS, but let's also welcome to the stage our PTSA President, Mr. Edward Ariola.
I love Romulo. Even if there's only 4 parents here, it's like there's 1,000. You know what? Can we, the kids, MHS kids, can you just give them A's for being here? All of them, even those 2. Parents, this is going to be very informal. There's 4 of you, and there's 6 online. 400 of you. No, and I think because these things are playable later on, right, online, I think we are at war, and I know that the children think about this, and there's a lot of things that happen outside of the school, outside of the CNMI, that not in our control. Like I said, you have this issue going on with the USA, Iran, and Israel, and it all affects us. So if you look at what you're wearing and the phone you're holding and the tables you're sitting on, everything was brought into Saipan on a boat or an airplane. So there's so much uncertainty out there. My son's going to be leaving in a couple of months, and I'm very worried. Those that have seniors, and if they are leaving even to Guam, you get nervous. Miss Diane has 2 kids in the States. You're very worried about getting them here in case there's something big that happens. So there's nothing that we can do about what happens over there in that part of the world. What we can do is realize that the families feel pressure, the students feel pressure. I think gas is $6.89 right now. In hindsight, we should give gas certificates to the parents that came tonight. I'll talk to the treasurer and we'll get your names, because we want to thank you for coming down here, and even the students that came out. But then again, we also realize that sometimes some people can't come down physically, whether it's the cost of fuel or they just can't come. We encourage you to come to the next PTSA meeting, which will be the last one. We'll have a lot of raffle prizes. We'll have a lot of really cool things, maybe some gas certificates. And we'll come to the 4th, and everything will be really, really cool. But we also know that the students come to school distracted when the parents are struggling. They can definitely see it. And there's really nothing, like I said, we can do except do more with less. Right, Miss Mel? We've seen budget cuts and reduced resources and the changes that affect instructional time. So the reality is the rising global costs and reduced school support are putting more pressure on our students and our teachers. So the teachers are trying their best. The counselors are trying their best here at this school. And the only thing that we can do is give them more programs, give them more support, more college exposure, give them more championship opportunities to get championships in sports. You're going to see in a couple slides, once again, every 3 months, we sit down and we meet. And Miss Mel will show all of the accomplishments that MHS students and those instructors and those teachers and those advisors have delivered more trophies to this school. And that's the best we can do, is provide those opportunities for your kids. And it's been not like that just this year. It's been like that last year and the year before and the decades before. It's the leadership of the MHS that continues to deliver these championships. And those are coaches and counselors and teachers. So For those online and for those here, you know, we're closing out the end of the year, and we're just open to any ideas you have. At this point, it doesn't hurt to just try something new, and then see. We'll take we are the PTSA, and we'll take your requests into consideration, because although it might be solely in Diane and myself and Baby and Irene as the PTSA officers, we're just here as representatives of the parents of 1,600 kids. So let us know what you guys need, and have a good night, and it should be a fast meeting, and some good updates. Okay, thanks guys. Oh, Soli. Want me to give it? Okay, so this is the treasurer's report. Anytime you read a sheet like this, you want to just go straight down, right here. That's the first number you want to look at. 21,983. Wow, feels good. You can buy a car, but then we're going to go up. We're going to see, where is it coming from? Well, we have a balance left over from the previous quarter of 14,000. And then we have an ETC of 2,200. Do you know what the name of the company is? I can't remember. I think it was, sorry, Miss Diane, what was it? Okay. Oh. Cool. We have some great companies that helped and they donated, and thank you so much to those companies. Then we had a Cultural Day fundraiser. Based off of receipts, we raised $7,700. You know, it's a very popular event. Everybody gets motivated, and you know, we have relationships with vendors. Every time if somebody buys a hot dog, we get a percentage of that. It's really popular. It's really good. Kids are hungry and thirsty all the time. We had an Education Day MHS staff raffle. Thank you. We got $200 from that. These were expenses. And then the next expense we had was, we had an appreciation lunch for the main office faculty. The grand prize for Cultural Day was $1,000, $700, and $500. The teacher that sold the highest sales and tickets also received a percentage, so they received $361. Like I said, start up here at 24,000. That's what we had. Shoot it down, minus 29. This is what we got in our account right now, $21,983. And we do, like I said, we're welcome to any ideas. This is the PTSA's money for us to do what we want. If we don't spend it this year, it carries on to the next year. But we do have some initiatives and some ideas that we're talking to the administration, MHS administration, on to hopefully execute before the start of next school year. Miss Irene, where is she? Mr. Romero, you want to talk about this? This is really fun.
Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, so as our president was just talking about, right, that money is very hard, but here at MHS, we also believe that health is wealth, right? So the PTSA will be hosting their Zumbathon on March 28th. It's gonna be $5 for the Zumba ticket. And then if you'd like to get this beautiful shirt for $15, this is all in celebration of Women's Month. Oh yes, Miss Irene is wearing the shirt. Please, oh wow, look at that pink, bonita, very nice. Right, so again, this is going to be a great time. It's going to be held in our Marianas High School gymnasium. I'm going to do my best to host. I've never hosted a Zumbathon before. Hopefully, I still have breath. Oh, I get a free shirt. Oh, actually, just joking. They said it's not free. Oh, but yes, see, wow, more to come. So again, please do join us on March 28th. We also will be sending out more notifications, right, just to remind ourselves of the great things that are coming. So again, health is wealth, right? All life is a cycle, and we're so excited to see you there. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Romulo. Okay, so we have a workshop coming up. We're tentative on this on the title. But it's a workshop. It's for the parents. And it's something that we want to do. You can bring your children. You can learn about things. And we'll have speakers. And we'll have food, we'll have drink, and we'll get the public relations stuff out so that you can see more of it and exactly what you're gonna learn on this day. It's really cool, it's a Saturday, I know, but you know what, you're gonna learn something. And right now it's tentatively titled the Financial Literacy Parent Workshop. But you know, we're switching things around based on what's happening. So right now, this is the workshop. It's going to be April 18th, next month, here in this cafeteria.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay right here and hopefully you don't trip on these lines. Alright, so first of all, welcome and good evening to all the parents that made it today, and for all those that are online, thank you. And most especially to our PTSA officers, our President Ariola, our Vice President, Mrs. Irene Ho, our Treasurer, Mrs. Soli Diaz, our Secretary probably wasn't able to join us tonight, and then we have our PRO, Mrs. Diane Torres. Thank you. So to begin, I did promise you in the last meeting, by this meeting we'll be able to compare our first screener score for STAR reading and STAR math to the second or the mid screener, which just happened in January into February. And then compare it also to the district level. So right now, the district level, their goal, where's my percentage in the district level? Anyways, it's okay, we passed it. So for STAR reading, for the screener 1, you can see it's the, I think my graph, it's 69%. The goal for the district is 61. So we surpassed that. And we do have an ELA 4 teacher with us, Mrs. Aram. They were actually the highest at 85% on or above grade level for STAR reading. And then we have STAR math. Again, we went up to 70%. And again, the district level goal is 61. So we surpassed that already. But here at Marinus High School, we don't stop. It doesn't mean that just because we pass a district goal, that's it. We keep pushing. This is the first semester award. So our students here were, I think as of 2 days ago, was 1,542. We have 339 students that qualify for principal's list. That means their grade point average was 98 to 100 for all 4 classes. We had 365 for A honor roll, that's 93% to 97% average. And then we have 465 in B honor roll, ranging from 83 to 92%. So your kids, our students, are working hard and smart. We have a lot of successes, and this is a good problem. When we have to keep adding slides because there's a lot of success to acknowledge and congratulate, it's a good problem. So JRTC Dauphin Battalion won the overall JRTC unarmed competition, and the 8th Brigade Robotics team won the Judge's Choice Award, and they were selected to go back in May to compete nationally. The Golden Bear unarmed competition will be in California. These students will be going next month to compete nationally. Our MHS Japan ski trip was very successful this year. This was a program at Marinus High School for so many years, but when COVID came, it came to a halt after how many years, Mr. A? And then we started again? Maybe 4 years. But this year, with the guide and lead of Mr. Jojo Alapozo, he was able to bring this back, and we had our kids there in January, and they enjoyed it. So we're looking forward to continuing this. Trading Up Hospitality Award Ceremony, a lot of students that were taking the hospitality course with NM Tech got awarded for that. We also began our credit recovery classes for this semester, but then it's credit recovery for students that had needed to recover credits from either last year, the year before, or even as recent as first semester. That's after school. We just completed our exchange program, our 57th Cultural Day with Sesa High School. That was just in February 20. It was a very successful event, and they always look forward to coming back to MHS every year. A day after our Cultural Day, I don't know why Mr. Steeney did this, but a day after our Cultural Day, Mr. Steeney scheduled the 5K run. Our students were still recovering from Cultural Day and they had to wake up 4 o'clock in the morning to make this run, but it was a huge success. So there you have, and aside from robotics, we also have the JROTC drone competition that went and did really well over there in the competition. The bottom is the robotics. More success. Just this last month, our MHS Glee, Chorale, and Dolphin Concert Band went and competed at Tumon Bay Music Festival. MHS Chorale, this is their first debut. So when you hear MHS Chorale, that's MHS Glee Junior, if you want to think of it that way. This was their first debut and they won gold. The Dolphin Concert Band won gold and command performance. The MHS Glee won gold and command performance. And what that means is if you win command performance, you are asked to stay back and perform on the grand finale for an overall winner. And guess what? We had the Dolphin Concert Band as one, so we had 2 groups in our school competing against each other in Guam for this. But overall, MHS Glee, Rhythm and Harmony got the overall performance. They topped everybody else, including Guam. We had a soloist performance that was gold and also had a requested for command performance, Princess Riga. Just last weekend, we had a successful play of Mamma Mia. I missed it, but that's okay. MHS Badminton, we won the 2 teams that competed for badminton are both MHS team. So we actually just went against each other, but MHS won, team 1 ended up winning the championship. And then team 2 came in second. Last Sunday, we swept Baja, female and male. We all got first place in that. Let me just move to the next one because this one looks cut off. There's the MHS Glee and the National Honor Society volunteers at the Saipan Marathon, and they also did a volunteer on the spelling bee. And they also just completed a successful Academic Challenge Bowl. Our National Honor Society sponsored an Academic Challenge Bowl for the elementary kids. Ptsa Chamorro Club, well, usually every year they go, like in March, to Guam to compete in the University of Guam Chamorro competition, which is held every March of the year because that's when they celebrate Chamorro month. This year they weren't able to go due to funding, but they were able to register to compete virtually. And even when they competed virtually, they backed almost all the first place in the categories, competing with Guam. MHS mock trial team is also heading to the nationals. They are the champions again this year, so they will be going to Iowa, I believe. Boys, of course, this was, last season when they got MHS boys soccer team won championship. We have our superstar, Shumi, here. Girls also won the soccer team championship. Miss Kanya Leiterman, one of our special education contact teacher, got the Educator Advocate of the Year. Dolphins, Francis Rajo and Seth Joshua Sablon won Student Athlete of the Year under NAMSA. So this is island-wide. Our very own Diana Trevigezo was accepted to high school step-up program. This is under the University of Hawaii. She will be doing her research here, but upon completing her research and submitting her project, she will be receiving a $2,500 stipend. There is our ball and our girls soccer. Then we also have Juliana De Guerrero, who won first place for the 2026 Digital Technology Day competition that's annually sponsored by ITD and PSS. And then we have a couple of students that joined the Teen Dating Domestic Violence Awareness Month. They had the art competition, essay competition, spoken word. And as you can see, we have all these students that participated and placed. We also have Yuji Zhang, second place for the 2025 Fish Art Contest. There's our mock trial, and then there's our flame tree right there. So if you see their costume, that's all resembling our flame tree. And then we have our superstar here, Mr. Shumi Ariola, who signed with William Penn University. Full ride scholarship. His dad is lucky, don't have to pay for tuition. So those are all our successes. Now to go with the project, I will hand it on to the project manager of Marinus High School, Mr. Orsini.
Thank you, Ms. Mel. So building upon the great successes that our students and our staff have achieved, we also have the infrastructure successes. So last meeting, we were informing you that our gym was closed for the entire month of January. It is now completed, where the entire gym has been renovated in terms more of the HVAC project. So now the gym is air conditioned, all the classrooms in there as well. So that's why it's a perfect time to have a Zumba-thon on March 28th. And then also, we are also slowly building up benches across by our amazing maintenance staff across the campus, again, giving more spaces for our students to socialize, but also be away from the rain and the heat of the sun. Okay, thank you. Upcoming projects is, as you saw right here outside of the main cafeteria, is they are building a covered walkway from the D building to the main cafeteria. This project was going to take about 4 to 5 weeks, so it should be done by April 2026. So please, we just need good weather to complete the project. So again, also future projects, right, is again another walkway from J building to the small caf, and as well as to our building A. That's the building on Long Beach Road. Library to the gym. The AV hallway connection here from the library to the CD hallway connecting. So again, we just want more, hopefully more covered walkways again, just to have our students not be caught up in the rain, right? Again, as we saw like previous weeks ago, man, that rain was really, really bad. Please do drive safely and turn on your headlights when you can't see anything. Okay, and then as well, we're also still working on, together with collaboration with our PTSA officers, in really creating the school uniforms, right? I really feel like this project is really going to go through, so then therefore we can implement it by next school year, which MHS, stay tuned for amazing school uniforms. Yes. Please, dear, I'm very tired of having to dress code students. Again, also upon our wish list is the guardhouse for our very hardworking guards at the front of the entrance, keeping our schools safe. The renovation of our H building, which is our maintenance workstation warehouse, and then hopefully also get power connected. I don't know also if you guys saw that the ETC building is really coming along. Right now they're already building up the columns to get, CT, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. CTE building, but also if you want to give ETC to help fund that, thank you. And then as well, exterior lightings, and then again, also our coverage of the E-Courtyard, which most of our social gatherings here at MHS occur. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, upcoming events. So from March 18 to March 19 is our staff and our school will be going through the career pathways training, which by next school year, we're also going to be fully implementing the new freshman academy. We already have that here at MHS, but now this is also more structured and strengthened with actual curriculum, which we'll be implementing next school year. March 23rd is an austerity Monday. March 24th, it's no school as well because it's Covenant Day. Yes, that's going to be so fun. Thank you. March 28th, don't forget, is our Zumbathon, which is MHS Gym, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. March 30 to April 3rd, no school, which is spring break. Please make good choices and stay safe. April 6th is no school austerity Monday. April 10, our counselors will be hosting MHS's Career Day, which more information will be released as it comes, right? But that's a very exciting day for many of our students. April 11 is CNMI-PSS Statewide Parent Summit. We will be sending out the invitation to certain parents, because again, it's limited in capacity, right? But just something to be aware of. April 15, BECQ Environmental Expo is going to be hosting for our 11th grade science classes. April 18, as was mentioned, is going to be our financial literacy. Again, more information on that and details will be sent out. April 20, no school. April 21 to May 8th, MHS will be doing our STAR testing, which is our final screener. Please, parents, we ask that please make sure that your kids do not call in sick. This is a very important test and very much necessary to Marianas High School. April 28th to May 1st, our 11th graders will be taking the NMC placement test. May 4th, no school. May 12th to May 20 is going to be the end of course testing for our first semester classes. These are all the classes except for our ELA and math, right? So it's kind of to make sure that our students are learning what they need to learn and meeting the benchmarks and standards for those courses. May 14 is the last day of credit recovery. May 15 is the last day for seniors, right? So seniors, if you're listening, please make sure you complete all missing assignments before May 15. Also, May 15 will be our final fest. This is our last pep rally for the season, for this school year, which this is more of a celebration of the outgoing graduating class, but also just to celebrate us as MHS as the best high school in the CNMI. Thank you. And then May 27 to 29 is going to be graduation practice. More details will be sent out to there. You all need to show up to graduation practice. And then June 2nd, graduation day. Woo. But yes, everything from May into June will be shared at the 4th quarter PTSA meeting. So don't miss that. It's going to be the big one. Yes. So all details will be shared once we reach near them. Oh yes, and all these events will be shared through our social media pages, Facebook, and as well as IC, right? So please read our emails. Thank you. Don't spam us. Okay, thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Ed Ariola.
Thanks, Mr. Romilo. You know, this guy's a big part as to why I'm still here on this PTSA thing. All right, and you too, Miss Mel. We're gonna end it up right now, but yeah, please, you know, the fourth PTSA meeting coming up in May, it'll be very different, and I do hope that every lot of parents can come and show up, and I know there's only a few parents here, and if there was 1,000 parents, or even if there's only 4 parents, right? A lot of our thanks go out to Miss Mel, Mr. Orsini, Mr. Roki, the teachers, the administration of the school. We know how it's difficult dealing with 1,600 students. We don't expect a WhatsApp message or an email on every vape you find, on every uniform infraction. We don't want to see that. We trust you guys will deal with it. You trust that there's a fight, you'll deal with it. You don't have to tell us, but we do appreciate that when they are the big things, you let us know what's happening. And with that, I guess, students, how many seniors are here? Edward, 2, so 2 seniors. Wow, you guys are gonna get a secret to life and lots of money. Shut up, Edward. Don't quit. I guess that's it. It's going to be hard out there. Don't quit. You know, many times in my life, in my younger years, I almost died because of doing stupid things. Plane crashes, bike crashes, car crashes, being shot, being hit, being stabbed, all of that. Whatever. Just don't quit. And the same applies to life, to schooling. You don't quit. It's going to get hard. Life is a journey. And life is a highway. And remember when they were doing all the construction over here on Beach Road? You had to stop, you had to take a left, you had to merge, you had to wait, you had to go around. That's going to be life. It's never going to be a smooth highway. There's always going to be road construction, there's always going to be detours, there's always going to be all kinds of crazy things. So you just slow your speed down, and when there's no cars in front of you and you speed it up a little bit, but then you're going to have to slow it down. So I hope that helps parents. I'm just trying to do something here for the kids, to look good, but who knows if they'll pay attention. Thank you guys for coming. And, Miss Mel, what's up?
Give their names for the gas.
Yes, parents and students that came tonight, please give your names to us. In recognition of the $6.89 a gallon, we'll get your names, we'll get something to you, to your kids, they'll get it over to you for getting in your cars and driving down here. Even if you walked from Texas Road, we'll still help you out. Thank you. All right, thanks everybody.